Hello, I am VoiceOver AU, also known as Kevin Powell. I'm here because I love playing games, I love streaming games, and I love the chance to talk about the things that surround games as well. Sort of the themes that they explore. And in the case of Fallout, the classic Fallout series which we're playing through here, it's that collision of atomic age futurism and Cold War paranoia and pessimism. It's the open frontier of a new world that's been savaged by a nuclear apocalypse, and then has a bunch of people trying to make do. It's that goofy humor that just infects everything as well. I love it. I'm so excited for Fallout 76, and so that's part of why. And I think we might just drop our desktop audio down just a tad. There we go. Yeah, I'm so excited for Fallout 76, and it's why I've decided to dig back through the classic Fallout series and play through them, because I've only previously ever finished Fallout 1, the whole series. So last time we streamed, I should say, because it's been a little bit hectic over my side of the fence, we had a fairly momentous set of reveals. I kind of stumbled into the headquarters of the super mutant army. We met Lou, the lieutenant, and we also met some people who look very much like some sort of cult. And we found out about now, if you remember back to when we met Harold, we found out about what happened to Richard Gray, the gentleman who was with him when they went looking for the source of the mutant army, and it looks like he's turned into something horrible, something truly, truly fearful. This week, though, what we're going to do, and it's a 3-hour stream to make up for not having been. It's a 3-hour stream to make up for not having been around due to some external commitments to do with voiceover. The streaming schedule, unfortunately, is always going to get crunched down when projects go nuts, and I've had a pretty nuts few weeks. Every waking moment has been spent just getting audio out the door, either working on VO or working on the other job. But I'm here for 3 hours tonight to make up for that. So tonight we're going to go and burn a little bit of the time we've got on the clock. We've got 110 days, I think, last time we looked, that we can spend as our resource to try and find. Well, we know where the water chip is now. The problem is we just can't fight the super mutants. So now what we've got to do is we've got to go and get stronger. Jacob needs to level up, needs to get some neat tools in order to be able to fight the super mutants. And that's going to mean going to the Brotherhood. So that's where we're headed tonight. We're going to go see if they'll take us in and give us some neat technology. We're going to knock at their door. Now, very quickly from a community perspective, I wanted to thank, where are we? Mackenzie Ben. Thank you so much for following. Very much appreciate that. And Sammy P, I think we shouted out in the last episode of the stream. But thank you so much. Very much appreciated. Hope to see you in the chat here tonight. But if not, completely understandable. It's a Friday night. Now, one thing I wanted to talk through before we get started is I'm listening through the audiobook of Oppenheimer's biography at the moment. It's an amazing read. It's called American Prometheus. And I've just hit a moment, I've also hit the microphone, but I've just hit a moment that I think typifies the kind of tensions that are set up from a narrative perspective in Fallout perfectly. So it's post-launch. They've just dropped 2 bombs. The war is over. And all of the scientists, all of these poor people who have, from a sense of patriotism, been involved in the Los Alamos project for years, are so regretful of what they've done. And they see that this is a genie that has come out of the bottle, and the ramifications for the world are horrifying because there's this great quote where Oppenheimer is asked by a committee. I think it's either a Senate committee or it's a defense committee. How can we defend against a nuclear bomb? And he goes through this horror scenario of someone just sneaking the parts for a nuclear bomb into New York and then detonating it, and highlights that you can't really protect against that. But that's kind of the minutiae. The broader shades of this, though, the broader strokes that I found fascinating are these scientists who see this moment as a turning point potentially for history, where we could reach a point where we have a world government, where we have an end to war, because war is just seen as something that is catastrophic, that the ramifications of war are too much for anyone to be able to think of, to be able to stomach. So no war. No war, world government, and we start working together in a brotherhood. This amazing optimism, and I think you see that a lot in that atomic age futurism that Fallout embodies so well. And then on the other side of this, you have the military so quickly seizing on the potential of the bomb and trying to create a US hegemony over control of the bomb. And saying, well, we're going to use this to get our way in the world. And this is our bargaining chip. Anyone doesn't like what we do, we threaten them with nuclear extinction. And so you have these incredibly opposed philosophies. And I found that fascinating. And it just resonates so much of what makes, especially the lore of Fallout, so great. I just wanted to talk about that briefly. Other than that, the other thing that's probably worth talking through very quickly is our question for tonight, because it is a Friday night, and I think I'm going to settle on this as our regular question of the night for a little while. I think it's a good one for a Friday night. What's the best thing that happened to you this week? So if you're here in chat, Codsworth will be popping up occasionally just to remind everyone of the question of the week. Let me know how your week's been. I'd love to hear. Other than that, we're going to get started. We are going to head off and join the Brotherhood. So yeah, I hope you have had a fantastic week. Alright, our levels are looking good. Now there's one last thing I will do as well. I did this on a test stream during the week. Over time, I'm going to be slowly increasing the complexity of what I do from a recording perspective, but hopefully that's going to be insulated from you completely. I'm looking at doing things like improving the resolution of the capture for the feed. Show me the stream. Yeah, I just want to keep the stream up in the background there, just to see how things are going. Because last week Ironside popped in and gave me a scare. I thought there was something actually wrong with what was going on. Alright, I'm just going to drop that music down a little bit in our sound mix too. Preferences. Master audio volume. Music, movie volume. Ah, that's beautiful. Let's have that in the background as a loop. But I don't want to be screaming over it. Okay, now I don't think we can take the caravan back here because they go back after a few hours. So we realize we don't want to fight the mutants. I don't want to fight those super mutants because it's going to hurt. So what I'll do is I'll go back to the entrance to everything. And then we're just going to have to hoof it back to the hub without getting paid for it. We'll get some more shotgun ammo as well, because I think we're either almost out or out of shotgun ammo. Yeah, 8 shells. Because that shotgun is a beast. That's a solid investment. Before I level up next time as well, I'm gonna check the I'm gonna double check the description on big guns and see where that split is. Because it would be nice to have a rifle, but I suspect that falls into the big guns category, not the small guns category. Here we go, it's nighttime. Man, it really is so hard to see. I guess it's meant to be, because it's nighttime. I know there's a door here. Oh dear. I've accidentally gone into sets. What's that? That's like 2 minutes of gameplay, and I've accidentally gone into... I was looking for set before. I don't think he really wants to talk if he's... Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens if we talk to Set.
There'd better be a killer reason for standing in my shadow. Does next on the menu ring a bell for ya, Normie?
So they found the headman. Okay. I don't want to have a... I don't want to fight Set.
Simple time. I'm set. I'm in charge. Get it?
Alright.
No. More questions.
Okay.
The mutants at the watershed need dirt naps. Makes my shadow grow. You slice them, and rewards run to you. Info too.
Alright. Yeah, I've got no problem with getting rid of the mutants for him.
Excellent. Teach those mutants the last lesson, then amble back. If I say to my ghouls to hold off you, the muties might hear and know. So I tell you what, it's favor time. I keep shut. Got it?
Alright. Oh, that was a win. I didn't mean to, but now someone's going to pay me to do something that I was going to do anyway. If you're good at something, never do it for free. That's a terrible, terrible joker, but you get the idea. Oh, that's the dude I was talking to before. He wouldn't let me in. Well, there you go. I went in the back door. The back door went boom, but I went in the back door. Alright. My levels are looking good over here, so I'm just going to switch over my windows to... Just going to switch over my window. There we go, to the chatbot now. Ah, and bring that up to console. There we go. Alright, the Twitch app is being a bit weird, so let me know if you're seeing anything strange. From a console perspective, everything's looking fine. Alright, so yeah, no caravan, I can take it home. C'est la vie. Alright. Let's get out of here then. Breed the South is blocked. Thank you for the follow, Valavian. Lovely to see you here. I was just saying before that Twitch on the iPad's looking a bit weird, so let me know if things are looking a bit strange from a stream point of view. It's still relatively early days, so I still tend to panic until someone gives me an all clear. What we are doing is we are going back to the hub. And we're going to join a caravan heading to Necropolis. Not to Necropolis, because that's where we are. We're going to join a caravan going to the Brotherhood. Which is going to mean signing on with the Crimson Caravan? Yeah. Yeah, and I can see a ladder. I want to use it. Reminds me, actually. Just bear with me for 2 seconds. One thing I'm paranoid about. Excellent. I did actually change over the network connection. Alright. So now we'll see how long it takes me to remember how to get out of There we go. It didn't take too long at all. Alright, so we're gonna head back to the hub. We're gonna start burning the glow. I wonder if that's where I was before. No, it can't be where I was before because we didn't get that far on the side in the save. Random encounter. You see a single ghoul. A palpable hit. Sir? Oh, there's two. There's two of them. That's fair enough. Not messing around. Let's reload. Death to the human. That's just rude. Hit for no damage. The armor's doing its job. Let's go for the groin this time. Dog meat. Yes. Not expecting a ghoul to be carrying much, but you know. Thought I'd check. Just in case. Alright, let's put away our gun. I don't want to end up at the hub with a gun. Hubbing it with a gun. So hopefully we don't have to spend too much time waiting for a caravan to take us to the Brotherhood now. Because yeah, what we really need to do is we really need to get some levels up. We need to get strong. Because the minute I can get rid of those... I'm going to need to wait. I'm going to need to wait till morning anyway. Because I need to go get some ammo. Rest until morning. Alright. And then rest for 2 hours. So everyone's up. Yay! Because yeah, we've got a few things we can do, but none of them we're really going to be able to get to until we get a bit more experience, until we get a bit hardier. Hardier, not heartier. Although either of those will work. Let's go to the illicit weapons dealer. How are you doing, sir? I would like to spend some of... ooh, your selection is good, but I'm looking for something with a bit more punch. Alright, okay. Gunrunner's over in the boneyard. Yeah? Yep, I'm going there. I mean, the stuff he actually has is good enough, but it's nice to know where to go. It's nice to have him tell me where to go. Alright, let's keep it simple to begin with and get some shotgun ammo. Yes. Excuse me. All my cash. Oh, there we go. Alright. Time for quick math, folks. What's that? 174. And then we still have some caps. Yay! Alright. I like that. Alright, now I'm just going to switch over very quickly. I'm just going to switch very quickly over to the browser, just because I was seeing... I didn't get what I wanted out of opening Twitch app on the iPad. I just want to see the channel. Just want to know it's going okay. I'm just going to mute it. Yeah, it's looking a little low. Oh no. Once it calibrates, it's fine. Yeah, okay, we're good. I will get past that one day. But yeah, until... It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while to get past that fear of... Is there something wrong? What I'll probably do is I'll work out a way of just doing automatic monitoring, because the iPad doesn't seem to work. Doesn't seem to work as easily as I'd hoped. But I'll work out a way that it's painless, and so that way, instead of nattering in chat about it, I can just go see. Alright. So we're going to go and sign up with the Crimson Caravan again. So this was the caravan that killed Ian. R.I.P. Ian. Sorry to see you go, buddy, but it was nice to have my stuff back. Oh no, these aren't the only caravan. These aren't the only caravans that go to the Brotherhood. So we might even check schedules here. That's right. It's only Necropolis that's that they're the sole supplier for. Yes. I'd like another job. Alright. I had forgotten to speak to Carrie. Alright, there's Carrie. Let's talk to Carrie. Maybe. Oh, okay. I was hoping I could get in a no commitment talk about February 3rd. Sorry, I can't wait that long. Oh, you're not telling me where it's going. February 3rd. February 3rd, yeah, I cannot wait that long. Gonna have to go talk to someone else. I'm tempted at some point to go raise trouble in the Maltese Falcon and find out what that's all about. But we'll see. There's the police. No, 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 no. I think I need to go down further. It's been a while. It's been a fairly full couple of weeks too. What have we got going on there? Water merchants. Yeah, you'll do. You'll do. And if we can't find a caravan, we'll just hoof it to the Brotherhood and see what happens. A master merchant. What a job. Okay, that was... Might go talk to the caravan people. Let's have a chat to you. No. Hang on, just double check that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Junk 10 of the Boneyard. No. Not interested. Alright. One thing I wish it was possible to do with the chatbot Scrub the number of viewers from what you're looking at. Because you can do it with the main streaming client. It's quite nice. Alright, let's go back up. I'm gonna go talk to the caravan drivers at the front entrance. To the hub. They know what's up. Whoa, whoa. Why are people lying? They're looking awfully dead. I see a patient. Oh, okay. It's hospital for the children. Tell me about your work. The Holy Flame. Oh, this sounds like it's going to go bad. Its wisdom is incontrovertible, so I obey. I've already learned much about the world beyond the cathedral. Tell me about the cathedral. It's the south of us. Oh, tell me about peace and union. Tell me is unity worth the price? Okay. Fair enough. I think we might have to go and hoof it to the Brotherhood ourselves. We might not be able to hitch a ride with the caravan. I guess we'll test out that theory. Test out what they told us about how true it is that we need to be with the caravan for the Brotherhood to let us in. It would be nice to travel with the caravan though, because I'm kind of worried about the random encounters up that way. I'm thinking they're going to be a little bit spicy. Spicy. Just a little bit spicy. Spicy. Today's going to be a long day. Where are you going? You see caravan driver. You see caravan driver. Where's the people that I talk to? What is this place? What are those carts doing here? Well, I gotta get a job. Oh, you're not gonna tell me where the caravan's going. Shady Sands, Necropolis, and the glow of the only place was too clear. Not gonna tell me where you're going. Well, I say that we brave it, and we just go heading for the Brotherhood. Let's see what happens. Alright. New save. To the Brotherhood. Yep, looking good. Might even stay over on that for a while. I like that better. Alright, tally-ho. I'll tell you what I don't have, and that's right away. Well, it's not too far. What are we doing? 3... Ah, the mountains are where it's... Oh, that happened last time. That happened on the way to... That happened after we got kidnapped, and I wasn't quite sure why it was happening. But that was why. It's just a reminder. Okay, fair enough. Alright. Here we are. It's happening. Mercenary guards in heavy armor patrol the area. Oh, there it is. Alright.
Hello and welcome to the Brotherhood of Steel. May I ask your business here?
Huh, he was friendly enough. Can I ask you?
I'm sorry, I really can't. They said not to. Goodbye.
He sounds familiar.
Hello. What do you need now? Well, I talked to the High Elder, and he said that not just anyone can join. He said you have to complete a quest first.
Okay. Did you do a quest?
Not exactly, but things are a bit different right now.
Okay, so what's the
You have
quest?
to go to the ruins of the Ancient Order that's south of here. You've got to go inside and bring back something that proves that you were there.
How will you know? Yeah?
This place is high tech. There's
Okay.
things inside like you've never seen before. Oh, it's also radioactive. You'll do it.
Okay.
You will? Great. Just bring it back here. Good luck.
I think I just got... I think I just got conned. I don't think we've got any right away either. Don't have money to buy right away either. Let's see what happens. What do we have? Oh, got a book. You learn about a lot about repairing. Oh, okay. I hope I'm not burning too much time here. I'm just going to stand outside the facility. 174 caps. I wonder if spending all that money on... Oh, I've still got the stuff for... I've still got the junk for repairing the water chip. Well, now we're going to find out if spending all my money on ammunition was a mistake. Because I've got mentats, I've got buff out. Tell you what I don't have, and that's right away. Tally ho. Ruins to the south of here, so hopefully that's on my map now. Let's find out. Let's jump back in there for a sec. Let's have a look at... No, don't want to go to my character. I want to go to my Pip-Boy. Brotherhood. Become an initiate. Oh, it's not going to tell me anything more about the quest. That's a shame. Just ruins to the south of here, so I guess I just head south?
Hey, you're back. Did you? Well, let me know when you... Hey, you're back.
No, it's not going to show me the previous conversation. Nope.
Well, let me know.
Alright. Ruins to the south of here. I wonder if that's the glow. Let's find out. What is to the south of here? Nothing I can see. Alright. Desert? 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 This is just raiders. See how dangerous they are. Wonder if I should just be heading for the glow. God damn. Dog meat is just MVP. Good lord. Alright. Do you find folks have stuff on you? You do. I'll take all of that. And I'll take that. How about you? All of that. And I'll take that and I'll sell it. Yeah, I get a feeling I'm supposed to go to the glow, because it should be... Ruins of the Order. See, we're so spoiled by... What is that? See, that's... I've been there. Where's the glow? I'm just going to head for that. Doot, 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 doot. Please tell me that's the glow that I'm headed for. Whoop. Then I shall shoot you. 19 points. Dog meat just representing. Yep, I'll take all of that. Ah, it's the armor I wanted too. Thank you, thank you. Don't have action points. Alright, let's get out of combat. I'll take that. So, is that armor better? See, leather armor. No, it's much worse. There we go. So I already had better armor, especially against energy weapons. Well, that's nice to know. Excuse me. It's good to know. So what's that? It's the boneyard. So that's the Brotherhood. And they said it's ruins to the south, but directly south there's nothing that I could find. So confused. Well, let's go have a look at the boneyard and see what's going on there. Do we want to do that? Do we want to do that? Yeah, I suppose we'll have a look around while we're here. Hey son, lovely to see you here. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. It's been a little quiet in chat so far, so let me know if everything's looking okay from your side. I'm still a little paranoid about tech. And let me know how your week's been too. Because it's Friday. You see a large, muscular man. May I ask your name? You're the local blacksmith. Okay. I'd like to buy something. Trade the time of a hub merchant for goods. Okay. Can I ask you a few questions then? What do you make here? I make and repair tools and implements, also fix things for the hub merchants with the help of Mars the chemist. I reload bullets from time to time. Can you make guns and bullets? Reload all brass. Okay. I'd get back to the hub if I were you. Well, I guess we'll see. Stay in line. I'm getting it. I'm getting a bad vibe from this town. It's two people who've basically just gone, get out! Just looking around like... You're a scientist, I'm a chemist, okay. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. How soon is soon? Like, was that just today? Are you still recovering, or was it this week? I mean, there's no good answer to that. But I also dabble in other chemicals. Where do you get the sulfur, potassium nitrate, and other chemicals? I'm going to guess from... Okay. Dung heaps, yeah. Yeah, fair enough. What other chemicals do you work with? Just trying to get some strong acids so that Smitty can use them for etching. Trying to make some permanent dyes with natural inks. Alright. Okay. 45 minutes ago. That is the worst. Well, I hope you're in a place where you can rest up now. At the very least. I hope you're able to just relax and chill for a few hours. Thank you for coming and spending time here after that's happened. I'm impressed you're not just curled up in a ball somewhere. I can relate a little because you probably won't be able to see it on the camera. But I've got caps on both of my rear molars on the right and left hand side because I grind my teeth in my sleep. And I do that so much that I've cracked both teeth. And I live in... There's no reason why I should be worried about it, but I live in perpetual fear of the fact that those caps are just going to fall off one day and I'm going to be exposed to just the agony of the split in the tooth. Because it hurts when something gets in there. So yeah, I can relate to a degree. Are you in pain, or are you just kind of feeling a little bit woozy? Like, I hope, best case scenario, I hope that you're just uncomfortable and not... Well, I suppose 45 minutes, you probably still have the, you still have numbness, I'd imagine. Well, this is interesting. There's not a lot to do here. Not a lot to do here in the boneyard. I don't think we've knocked on the right doors yet, because it looks like there's only one map for it. Like, only one place. Sorry to hear that. I'm glad you can't feel anything now, but yeah, I hear you on it coming. What the one? We're watching you. You see a regulator. They're fans of Young Guns. It's a deep pull. Man, that was back in... Oh wow, I just went through a whole series, a whole stack of references. Young Guns was back when Emilio... Young Guns was back when Emilio Estevez was as popular as Charlie Sheen. And then you've got the fact that Charlie Sheen nowadays is only remembered as a meme, really. Wah, wah. Which is sad. Dude was talented. Like, I'm sure he still is, but it just seems like he just went to a dark place. But yeah, Men at Work, Hot Shots, these are good things. Huh. How do I get over there? I'm not even sure I can. Yeah, so at the moment I'm just trying to go and fulfill a quest for, so there's supposed to be a general store here as well. I feel like I'm missing part of the map. Like I've not, as in it's not here, but like I've walked past it and I've just blanked on it. Oh, it might be over there. Yeah, so I've gone south in search of ruins for the Brotherhood, but I can't find where I'm supposed to go at the moment. So I hit the boneyard. I'm seriously considering going to the glow. That's gonna hurt. It'd be nice to have some rat away. Yeah, no, there's nothing down there. Everything, unless everything's just on this one screen. So that's probably the worst thing that's happened to you tonight, son. What's the best thing that's happened to you this week? Who are you? Ah, as in new internet boyfriend, or you're able to meet up in real life, or tell me more. Getting to know the people of that item. I'm called Chuck. Welcome to a item. I'm afraid that most people here aren't too forthcoming with strangers. Yeah, I noticed. I did notice. Too much work. Have much to do on a normal day. They do not want their work to be found wanting. Yeah, that's ominous. You're okay with this? Do what I can to lighten their loads. Is there anything else you could do? You do not seem to agree with what they do. Alright. Protect their own interests, I must respect that. Interesting. Oh, fantastic! That's awesome! So I can maybe start a revolution here at some point. Oh, hello. Hello, Wherein. Let's have a chat with you. Yeah, can you fill me in a little bit? Give me some information about the boneyard. No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, that's either going to be a really long or a really short 2 months waiting. How long is he coming to stay for? If I can ask, if that's not an invasive question. Ah, the boneyard used to be Los Angeles. The city of angels. Angel's Boneyard. That's nice, I like that. So why out of town? Out of town. And no. Just for a week. That's awesome. I mean, a week can be a long time. Tell me more about Los Angeles. Lived in a big place called the Vault. Yeah, okay. Others from the Blades. The gunrunners aren't from here originally. Ooh, where is this vault? Somewhere south of here, because it was broken. I think everyone left because it was broken. Can I ask you some more questions? Okay, so there's a vault south of here. Yeah, that's true, isn't it? Relationships in... How long have you been together over the internet? Again, if I can ask. But yeah, I hear what you mean. Like, it's... next steps are always wonderful and exciting and scary and complicated at the same time. My relationship with my partner, we were together for... well, we are together. We have been together for 10 years. And we have a 4-year-old daughter. Yeah, we started as a long-term relationship. It's rough. So I feel you. Like, long-term relationships. Or long-distance relationships, I should say. Long-term relationships can be wonderful. Tell me about the other residents. Where's John Zimmerman? Alright, where is John? Where's Caleb? Where are all these... Okay, I've met those two. It's in the bunker near the gate. Okay. Talk about something else. Smitty. 3 months. Oh, wow. First flush. That's awesome. Well, I am tremendously excited for you. That is a hard thing to top. Like, getting together and meeting. So that'll be after 5 months of being together. Meeting in person. Doesn't get better than that. Is that where my shop is? See the ladder. Yeah, it is, I think. Can I ask you about the hub merchants? Do trading with them, bullets in exchange for food? Okay, I'd like to do some trading. Wonder if bullets are cheaper here. Wow, you do not have a lot of stuff to trade, dude. Like, not a lot at all. I was hoping I could maybe pick up some Radaway there. No love. Do 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 do. I'll just bring up my Pip-Boy and just go back to that quest. I wonder if... Become an initiate? No, there's nothing else that's going to tell me about that. Archives are just my... Yeah. Because he just told me to go south. Go south, young man. In search of runes. Find the runes and get us something technical from them. Due south, he said too. So it should just be a straight line. Well, I think I've done everything I can here for now. Regulator. There's a few people here that I just can't find. So I'm either walking past the same tents over and over again. Oh, you all below the surface. Is that why I can't see some people? Let's go down there. What am I looking at? Mushrooms. Shrooms, man! See, I get the feeling there'll be some interesting conversations if I find the regulators. At the very least, they'll have something that they either want me to do or not do. See you, grungy man. I'm Jacob. I'm called Samael. That's a red flag. Alright, what do you do here, Samael? I'm a scavenger. It's to search out all of the boneyard for useful items and tools. Dangerous work. How do you avoid the... death claws. Oh, joy. Joy. Fun. Why is it dangerous? Death claws out there, and then you get the regulators back here and hide them. Alright, how do you avoid the death claws? Maz that he found the parts and was on his way back. Alright, okay, I'm going to take that as my cue to leave here, because I don't think there's going to be anything I can do here that's not going to be harder than fighting the single death claw back in the hub. I think I've wandered a little too far off the reservation. Oh, is this the rest of... Is it as simple as that? Like, this is where everyone was that I didn't see before. Or couldn't find before. I've just been wandering around the wrong part of everything. Hi! See, member of the Blades. Gang activity. Oh, I see. I think maybe? No, I've got no idea. I'm all turned about. Well, let's go find out what the razor blades have to... The blades, razors, blades. Let's go find out what they have to say about stuff. Yeah, I get the feeling that... I'm going to bounce around a little bit looking for ways to level up that aren't going to kill me. Can I help you with anything? Who are you? I'm Michael. We're Blades? Okay. Tell me a little bit about the Boneyard. Sure. So to the northeast you find the gun runners. You have to go through... No thank you. To the west follows the apocalypse, and to the far south there's some kind of church. Alright. Yeah, I think we're going to have to skedaddle out of here. I think this is above my pay grade. This is the kind of thing I should be coming back to later. If I have to get across death claws to get to somewhere else, I'm in the wrong place. Bye, everyone. I'm gonna go see if I can find that ruin again. Alright, so this is the screen that I... Oh, I see. That's what I missed before. Okay, so there's more of the map there, and then there's the world map there. Yeah. So that's the Brotherhood. Due south. Alright, let's see how we go with this. There's some interesting stuff there, though. Followers of the Apocalypse, which sounds like a precursor of the Children of the Atom. This one down. I don't want to speak too soon, but I do feel like I feel like my equipment is at a point now where these raider encounters aren't really a threat. Let's get rid of you while you're down. The eyes. Don't kick me. It's rude. It's like being attacked by the ghost of, like, several eons. 24 points. Nice. That advice to hit him in the groin really was good. Alright. Not from that distance. Let's get too closer. Come on, dog meat. Go get the runner. Just walk over towards him. Just stroll casually. Alright. Feeling pretty good about this. It's hard not to relish those extremely violent deaths when they happen. Because they're just so awesome. I did turn on Bloody Mess, so I can't really wring my hands about that. Wait! Where do you think you're going? Haven't had a chance to watch any more films in the milieu of post-apocalypse, but Threads is still really hanging with me. Thinking I might actually... Oh, he's gonna get away. Thinking I might actually rewatch Mad Max 2, because I think that's kind of really in the sweet spot of Fallout. Like it's good to watch the things that explore more from a like societal perspective. But Fallout, Mad Max 2 rather, I haven't seen that in forever. And visually, it's such a gorgeous film. Like Fury Road's amazing too. Oh, he's gonna get away. I don't think I can run any faster. And I can't. Alright. Let's try a single shot. Can I get you from that distance? No. It's out of range. Can I get from this distance? 2, 1. No, out of range. Oh, you're gonna get out of there. Alright, fair enough. C'est la vie. Alright, let's close off combat. So, son, how did you meet your new boyfriend? Again, if I may ask. Please let me know if any question I ask here is just Rude. You're at maximum capacity. Oh. Well, that's a bummer. I can pick up that, though. Pick up the caps, thank you. I'll pick up that. Can I pick up that? Well, it's nice to know I got a bunch of stuff. Thinking I might take it back and sell it. Alright, so if the Brotherhood were right, and I'm not headed for the glow, because that feels way too heavy. Desert. Let's see what's over here. A city, you say? Alright, let's see what's in here. I mean, this fits the bill. Alright, let's rest until morning. Super creepy score. That's nice. Like the bells. Rest for 2 hours, wait for the sun to come up. Let's see what we see. Is there anything here? Is there anything here at all? Or is it just one square of city? Is it going to take me back out to the world map? I think it is. I think I got excited for nothing there. Oh, that's a shame. I thought I was being clever. But yeah, this looks like it's just a single square of city with some really awesome... And the other thing I can always do with the Brotherhood is just go straight back up there and just try and lie. Just give them the junk from Necropolis. Don't know if that's going to work though. Desert. Mountains. Can't be the glow. Can't be the glow. Unless it is. Well, worst case scenario. Let's go have a look in there. See what's what. Worst case scenario, I'll get killed. Ah, it's many eons time again. This is the only random encounter I get. Oh, there's 5 of them this time. Good lord. And they have better guns. Dog meat. Do your thing. No, I don't like that. I don't like shooting dog meat at all. Oh, I don't like the way this is going. There we go. That's one down. Not like you hurting my dog. There we go. There's 2 down. It changes it pretty dramatically. Ow. Dog meat still MVP. Pop a few stim packs. Can't shoot. End the turn. Oh, I could have reloaded. No! Foolish me. Foolish, foolish me. Alright, down to 2. Let's pop a little closer to you, sir. Let's pop 2 closer. I should like to shoot you very much in the groin. Oh, or not. It's not my this is not my finest hour. Yep, you do it. You do the heavy lifting, dog meat. Alright. Let's go back 2 again. There we go. I think I'm going to get the levels that I'm looking for. And then just from killing Ians. I'll take that. Thank you. All of that, thank you. All of that. Wish I could take the guns as well, but you know, meh. You do what you can. Ah, not one of you has any right away. I mean, this isn't my strategy for shopping for right away, but I feel like going to the glow is it's going to hurt more than trying to do anything in the boneyard, and that already felt like it was out of my depth, but it's the only thing that I have that matches the description of what they're talking about in terms of... Wow. This is really far away. Yeah, that can't be it. But we're going to keep going. Oh, lone traveler. Hey, buddy. Oh, hey, man. Why are you carrying all that junk? Brings you out this far. Why are you carrying all that junk? It's not trying to strike goods. What's your story? Hey, Louis, 2018. Thank you for the follow. Went from place to place, making a living with music and a bit of tinkering work. You sound suspiciously like a Celtic god. And congratulations on reaching Squire. Okay. What kind of work do you do? A better design for their stoves. Really? Do you think you could fix a water chip? Okay. What kind of music do you sing? Old folk songs and Celtic music. This is... Oh, yeah. Oh, what's his name? There's a wandering smith. Wayland. This is Wayland. Okay, great. Yeah, I'll have a question for you in a sec. Alright. Yeah, I'd love to hear it. Patrick sings songs and the two of you reminisce for several hours. You feel invigorated. Yay. Yay! Alright. Can I trade with you? It's barter. Yeah, Louis. There is actually something you could help me with. I'm a little lost. I'm trying to remember where it is that I have to go for the Brotherhood quest to go and find equipment. I'm going and checking out the glow to see what I can find there without Radaway, which is just a bad idea, but that's the way I'm headed. I headed due south from the Brotherhood's installation, but I couldn't find the ruins that they were talking about. So I'm going and seeing what the glow is now. So yeah, I'm kind of lost. I don't want to cheat and look at a guide, even though I probably should. But yeah, that's where I am at the moment. But why would I kill Patrick? We sung together. Oh, what are we doing? We're fighting rats. It's rat time, apparently. Yeah, I'm fairly sure that Patrick was a reference to Wayland, the Wandering Smith. I could be wrong. I could be reading too much into it. But yeah, I'm trying to remember where it is I have to go for that quest. So this is why I'm kind of wandering the wasteland at the moment, burning up some of my time that's left. Yuck, yuck. Yeah, they are. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I could think about checking. I just had to refill my inventory before, which cost a lot. Doop 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 doop. You make an excellent point. I will take your advice, sir. I'm going to assume by Louis. Sir or ma'am, as the case may be. Yeah, point taken. They're good, though. That's why I've been using them. They're really good. I'm victorious in combat. I just want to leave those other rats alone. Yeah, my melee is pretty terrible, though. So I tend to default to firearms. Alright. Let's see what the deal is with the glow. Awesome, there you go. I didn't want to assume. But thank you for clarifying. You've received a large dose of radiation. You've received a large dose of radiation. This is going to end poorly. But I think from memory this is where I'm meant to go. I don't have rope. Cannot climb down the pit just using the metal beam. I don't think I've got rope. Nyuk, nyuk, nyuk. This is what got me last time. Yeah. Yeah, I was at least hoping I could have a look around in there. But without rope. So Louis, the thing I was wondering before, and you'd be able to confirm this, is this where I need to go for the Brotherhood quest? Hey, Short Raver. I have a feeling I'm about to die. Well, actually, I know I am about to die. So I'm gonna have to wind back to probably a save game because I don't have rope. Rope has defeated me again. Do 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 do. Where's the closest place that I can go to? Oh, it's back up to... Yeah, I'm just burning time here. Alright, so the glow is the right place then. I see, now I want my shotgun shells back. Yeah, what I'm trying to avoid though is the aimlessness of it all. And this is the second time. It's the second time I've had to go and backtrack because I didn't have rope. So Short Raver, the question for this week. Oh, and for you too as well, Louis. Yeah, there we go. Codsworth has just chimed in. What's the best thing that happened to you this week? And I will share mine at the end of this, at the end of the stream too, which is a 3-hour stream tonight. So we've still got 2 hours, a little bit under 2 hours on the clock. Well, damn. Thank you. I'll take that. No, I can't. I won't take that then. Yeah, I had a couple of ropes, because that, I went down to Vault 15. Now, however... Oh, wow, I can't even pick up that ammo. Alright. I want that ammunition, so... Let's drop you. I've got this ugly feeling we're going to have to go all the way back to the hub to actually be able to do some decent trading. Still at maximum weight capacity. Alright, I'll take your advice, Louis, and I'll drop one of the doctor bags. It's the remains of a rad scorpion, which I've already gone through. So yeah, like I had this... I went through the rope dilemma. I went through the rope dilemma when I was going to Vault 15 before. Alright, we're going to have to go back to... There is the nearest town. Oh! Congratulations on your 10-year anniversary. That's awesome. When you say finish your tour, do you serve in the forces or are you a musician? Those are the two options that come to mind to begin with. Oh, they don't disappear. I did not know that. Thank you. I will get rid of everyone except for one of them then, after this fight. Shoot some people in the groin. 14 points. Let's reload. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. So how's your current tour going? If I can ask. Is life being kind to you? Because it seems like from the outside, it looks like it's an increasingly nervous time to be part of the armed forces. Yeah, see, I feel like here, let's just suddenly switch topics. I feel like I'm... I thought I was about to regret that. I feel like I'm pretty well positioned fighting against raiders and raider groups in general, despite the fact that I'm now baked in rads. Nice! Well, thank you so much for spending your off time here. I really appreciate that. Alright. Yeah, he's gonna get away. Can't chase him. So do you play Fallout? So you obviously are well versed in classic Fallout. Do you play the later elements of the series as well? Glad to hear that, Short Raver. Yeah, it's surprisingly easy to pick back up. Like I really did think that I was gonna bounce off the ISOs. But yeah, I'm digging them. Alright. I will take all of your monies. That sounds like a really good idea. Guide to playing Fallout. Because I try and make up for my lack of smarts with enthusiasm. I've I've tried to. It's kind of a blind playthrough. I'm trying to not read up on too much, because then it kind of becomes mechanical. But there's a sweet spot there where you don't want to be meandering around like a muppet. So you're confirming that I was headed to the right place for the Brotherhood quest was tremendously helpful. Oh, okay. So you own Fallout 3 but haven't beaten it. Interesting. I've heard there's a podcast. If you dig Fallout, you might have heard of it, but Fallout Off the Record, which a couple of people put together when Fallout 4 was coming out. It was kind of in the lead up to that. They talk a lot about Fallout 3, so it might be worth listening to. You might enjoy that. Let's go downtown. Oh, I don't want to be part of gang warfare. I just want someone to have some rope. Does anyone here have some rope? What about you, Short Raver? What's the best thing that happened to you this week? Seeing as you're now being local as well, you're now on a Friday night. It is the end of the week. True. No one said anything yet, though, because I haven't gone past the guard. I like how... what I do like, though, is how when you actually go to the front entrance of a town, the guards will just go, "Nope, put away your guns, please." Instead of the game punishing you. I like that. And then you can keep going with your guns into a place if you want to have things happen badly. Alright, what are we doing here? You see Katya. You see Nicole. Follower of the Apocalypse. Yeah, time zones are a funny thing. You're close to the end of the week, though. Like, what's your normal schedule like? Do you... Like, how does that work? Does every day have a component of, like, on time and off time? Or do you have rosters? Like, will you spend a certain amount of time in each day on shift, for want of a better term? Hey, buddy. It's Christopher, a burly bounty hunter. Hey, Christopher. What do you want? Just looking around. What are you doing here? None of your business. Okay. Well, aren't you just a lovely person? How much time have I got left on the clock here? 64 days. Hey, everything Apocalypse. Just going to switch over to my chatbot now that we've got a few more people here, rather than... There we go. 64 days. Because my best chance of getting rope now is to go back to the hub. My best chance of rope is going back to the hub to find someone to trade with. Let's see how we go. I'm going to save it at this point. Because I'm really burning time here. Alright, we can get rid of this save. We don't need this one anymore. Yes, let's override it. 64 days and counting. Because I don't want to lose the experience I've got from killing raiders. I think you may have, Louis. I think you may have. Alright, let's go back to the hub. It's just chewing more time off. Well, it's not too bad. It's like 3 days. The hub. Alright. Let's go downtown. Hooray! It's nighttime. Alright. Rest until morning. There goes another day. Rest for 2 hours. Alright. Let's go trade. Charisma helps. You can talk your way out of a lot of things. But, yeah, you're right. You don't have to. I think we've had this conversation before, in fact. Intelligence is a good one. Alright. Yes. Oh, you're watching on your phone. Nice. Alright, let's get rid of some of this stuff that's weighing me down. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. I like that. Ooh, we could maybe upgrade our weaponry. Let's get rid of that. Keep those. Whoop. One of those. He's holding a thermal detonator. 2 of those, because I only have a need for 1 spear. Show me the money. I think 2,000. Combat. Oh! 12 gauge shotgun shells. Isn't that what I have? 12 gauge shotgun shells. Oh, I don't think I can pass that up. How much is it? How much? It's a lot. Oh, thank you for following Everything Apocalypse. I hope to see you around here. I am playing through the Fallout series, classic Fallout series, leading up to the release of Fallout 76, which is actually not that far away. I am indeed a voice actor. Yes. Was that? Oh, you probably have to look at the Twitch profile. Have I found the weapons dealer at the Boneyard? I was at the Boneyard before. But no, I don't think I did. It was recommended to me. I really want that combat shotgun now, for better or for worse. Alright. No, I'm not gonna get enough money. You know what? I got... Because it makes me think... Super Sledge. Yeah, I don't think my melee is really up to that though, unfortunately. Like, I haven't put points in melee. My barter skill I've been focusing on, so it should be pretty good. But it seems like I'm assuming that Short Raver, my barter is actually pre-calculated into the prices that I'm getting here, because the last time I tried to short someone out on a deal, the person kind of did the equivalent of laughing in my face. They were just like, no. .37. I don't know that I want to get rid of that hunting rifle. I suppose I don't really have ammunition for it. Thank you, Everything Apocalypse. That's the effect I was going for. I have a friend who's known me since high school. And her mother breaks my heart every time I get new headshots because she just, her response to them inevitably is, he's trying to look threatening, but he looks so cute. It's my skill versus the other person's skill. Okay. I feel like I'm going to use a combat shotgun more than I'm going to use that, and I don't think we really want to hang around watching me trade for forever and a half, so I might happily do this and grab the combat shotgun. I'm not getting rid of anything else in here that I really want. I think I can happily go with that deal. And then I've still got the submachine gun. I've still got the submachine gun for 10mm weaponry. Yeah, right? It's the most exciting thing in the world. Alright. Even better than that is math. 411, 2... And what's that? I'm just going... Yeah, 270, 279, 265. How good is math? Math's the best. What shouldn't I sell? The hunting rifle? Keep the hunting rifle. So keep the hunting rifle, but I want the combat shotgun. Okay. If the studio audience is telling me not to go for the combat shotgun, I will listen. I'll just get caps. It really is a game show at that point. Bob, I think I'll have the combat shotgun. No, go for the hunting rifle. Well, the studio audience is telling you to go for the hunting rifle. Are you sure? Yeah. Yeah. All right. What do we got? So that's a lot. I need you. I don't think... Can I have an extra digit? 2,000. I can't have an extra digit. No, I can't. Add that many. Add that many. I'll just take caps. Caps is good. Caps is flexible. I'll take all of your caps. SMG and ammo. I don't really have any ammo that I want to get rid of, though. Oh, you're saying get rid of the SMG? Well, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to need some 223. All right, I'm going to listen to people smarter than myself. Oh, that's way too much. Nope. All? All right. Hey. Done. If you take the combat shotgun. Yeah, but I've been told. The FMG. Sorry, FMG. You've lost me there. Oh, FMJ. Yeah, FMJ ammo runs the hunting rifle. Yeah, that's what I've got there. Bork. I got my FMJs. 2 to 3 FMJ. Yeah. If I take the combat shotgun, the submachine gun is sort of replaced as a short-range weapon. Yeah, but I'm not I'm taking the advice of the studio audience, and I'm not going for the combat shotgun. I'm keeping the hunting rifle. So this is trading hour. This is why it's a 3-hour stream, so I can spend this much time trading. Because I can't afford both, Short Raver. I wish I could. But the combat shotgun's expensive, yo. If I want to afford that, I need to cook. I'm not even going to try and do a Jesse. It's been so long since I've watched that show. There's a, oh, they're doing a really, you might have seen this on Facebook, but Aaron, oh God, what's his last name? But yeah, anyway, the two main actors from Breaking Bad are doing a promo thing for It's not Omaze, but it's another fundraising. It's another charity fundraising organization. There seems to be a lot of that happening now, which is awesome. Like celebrities doing basically, celebrities doing sort of meet and greets, and they're doing a fundraiser for Breaking Bad. It's really funny. Like those two guys just seem to have the best time whenever they get together. Aaron Paul, thank you so much. Yes, I was like Aaron, and I couldn't remember. I'm gonna take as a reason why. My excuse is because his other name is his first name as well. 10mm pistol. Alright, we'll be finished with trading hour soon. I promise. Oh god, now I've got to do math again. What's that? That's 300, 284. I'm doing I'm just finishing up an e-learning project, which is why I wasn't streaming last week. And the gentleman talks about brain training programs like Lumosity. I feel like it's really something I should be doing at the moment because my basic arithmetic is just not great. It's funny, that is one of the I got 60 days left. I think I can do it. Like I don't want to roll back onto a previous save just yet. So I think I can do it because I've got what I need to repair the water chip. The problem is I just can't fight the super mutants, but I don't know how I'm going to go. I'm cutting it fine. I've kind of made a save at this point. Yeah, that's very true. There's a great Onion headline recently that said disappointed Satanist realizes that Dungeons and Dragons is just improv and math. And yeah, I do miss it for that. No, you're absolutely not alone, Everything Apocalypse. The music is great. There's loops. That's kind of why I had a request a while back about opening up like Spotify plays. And I'm not a huge fan of doing that just yet because I love the music in this game, and I didn't want the VODs to be selectively blanked. But yeah, I love the music. I thought I'd found the place I was meant to go before. Now I'm not going and buying more weaponry, so don't panic. I'm just making sure that he doesn't have rope, because this is now going to be my new. That's going to be my new hassle. It's going to be finding rope. Math and English, yeah, absolutely. I really miss regular role playing. I used to play D&D myself in high school and uni, and then went on to play like other role playing games. And yeah, I miss it for that. It's funny. One of the things with doing e-learning scripts is you tend to kind of want to follow the recommendations that it has for the people who are meant to be like listening to it to learn stuff. What's your favorite Fallout so far? Are you asking, if you're asking me, Everything Apocalypse, I mean, that's a great question for the group as well. But personally, the general store guy at the opening of the hub, yeah, that's probably going to be my best bet. Good call. Let's go up there. That's a really tough one, Everything Apocalypse. I'm gonna kind of split the difference because Fallout 1 is the first and only Fallout that I've finished. And the thing I love about Fallout 1 is Fallout 1 in so many different areas. And Fallout 2 does this, as from what I understand, to an even greater degree. But it gives you a bunch of different ways of being able to... Now I've got to remember how to get back to that section in the hub. Fallout 1 gives you so many different ways to be able to actually deal with situations rather than just having a violent option, and I think that's amazing. Fallout 4 I've played a little bit of, but I kind of bounced off a little bit. But the thing I loved about Fallout 4 that was so addictive is the systems in that are amazing. The crafting is incredible. Like, you could just spend so much time just sitting around making a settlement. And when I was playing it, they didn't have there's 3 separate DLCs that are to do with content that are to do with just creation. So, yeah, Fallout 4 I think is amazing for that. The voice acting's incredible, and I think mechanically it's amazing. Nice. I like that answer, Short Raver. Brotherhood of Steel. I'm looking forward to playing that. It's so maligned. It has such a bad rap. I'd like to buy something. Fallout 3 will become my favorite. I've heard really good things about Fallout 3, and I'm looking forward to getting into it as well. Rope! We have rope, folks. We've got rope. What else have we got here? Do we have Radaway? Motion sensor. Geiger counter. Let's see if we can... Radaway. I want 3. Give me 3 of them. See a radio. A radio? What would I use that for? I'm curious. Will I also be playing the non-canon Fallouts? Yeah, I'm gonna play Fallout Tactics Brotherhood of Steel as well. Before I move on to the later Fallouts. I'm actually super curious to see what it's going to be like. So you played it, Louis, and you weren't a fan of Brotherhood of Steel then. 1 rope will get you by. Look, I hear you, but I'm going to buy, for the difference in cost, I'm going to buy 2. I'm going to buy 2. Because I don't think, let's have a look at what the difference in cost is. Yeah, I'm buying 2. Reason why? When I went to Vault 15, I went down there with one rope, thinking, I'll be fine. This is great. I've got 1 rope. And I couldn't see the locker at the time that's in there that actually has the other rope to get down. And so, admittedly, I should have been able to see the locker. I should have looked with my eyes. But if I had a second rope, then that would have solved the problem as well. So I'm just going to get another rope. Because, I mean, I had to run all the way back here just to find rope. So let's not do that again. Brotherhood of Steel is available... No, I'm not, I could buy 5 ropes, Short Raver. But I'll go for just a safety rope. Brotherhood of Steel is available on PC as well. There's a bundle, which is where I picked it up, where they have all of the classics. So they've got Fallout, Fallout 2, and Brotherhood of Steel. Yeah, you're right, Short Raver. I think that is going to happen. I'm going to regret not buying more rope. I'm no word of a lie. I think you are right. All right, 449. 449. So, Louis, you were saying that Brotherhood of Steel is... You did not... It sounds like you did not have a good time with it at all. Tool. Do I have a tool? I don't think I've got a tool. How much is a tool? See, this is what happens. You start shopping and you never finish. No, tool's too expensive. Now I just want to shop for everything. All right, we're done. Yay! Well, so the journey wasn't a complete waste. I got routed away as well. I have a copy of an Xbox. Didn't realize. Yeah, it is available on PC. I'm assuming it's been accommodated to run the same way that the classics have. Like the patched Fallout is really good. Like this is running in windowed mode, and it's still the same resolution, but you can have a much larger window. Sledgehammer for the... Oh, okay. Doesn't sound like... So Malay is just overpowered in there, then. It sounds like you're saying. Alright, let's leave here. Let's leave this place. It has no power over us now. What kind of games did you grow up with as a kid? Personally, I grew up with... oh man. My first computer was a Commodore 64. And I loved that thing to death. So I remember playing, God, probably one of the best multiplayer experiences on the Commodore 64 I had was playing Speedball and Speedball 2. Like the Bitmap Brothers games were amazing. I went from a Commodore 64 to an Amiga, so The System 3 games on the Commodore 64, like if you're talking about formative stuff, like that was my jam, because System 3 were an amazing development house. They did stuff like Last Ninja, they did Myth, which was amazing. Like they did the best games on the Commodore 64. Team 17 were really good as well. So there was an amazing shooter called Turrican, which I remember playing. So yeah, like those are a few that come to mind. The Ultima series, I remember playing Ultima 4 and just being blown away by it. Oh, and when I first got my disk drive for the Commodore 64, staying up all night during school holidays, which, God, I miss school holidays, and playing Pool of Radiance, the old SSI Gold Box game. Right? Turrican was amazing. This is why I love the... Alright, folks, we're going to head down to the glow. This is why I love the indie resurgence, because there are mechanics in those games, and there's a focus on design, I think, that sometimes... And this isn't me saying that, like, modern games are lazy in design by... Ah! Hello. We just crashed. So here's me talking about classic games. Sorry about that, folks. We just crashed. That's not happened before. Good lord. Alright, let's see where we were. Or let's see how far back our save game is. 60 days and counting. What was that? That was in the boneyard. Oh, it's not too bad. We've just got to head back up to the hub and get the rope and come back. I'll fast track the trading this time, I promise. Oh, Warcraft 2 was so good! Oh, I remember. Yeah, Warcraft 2 and StarCraft. Oh, thank you for that, Everything Apocalypse. That's very sweet of you to say. Yeah, I actually, I try not to goof off and do voices too much, although it's a bad habit when I'm playing, because I'm half here and half there, so I'm not focusing on what I'm doing. Oh man, Diablo 2. I remember, I was in university when Diablo 2 came out, and I remember that game was so popular that at the local arcade, they had actually set up 4 separate PCs, and you could rent time playing Diablo multiplayer on these PCs that were equipped, because Diablo was... Like, Blizzard have always been really good at setting their system requirements, but Diablo would still push a machine a little bit, and you had these 4 things you could just sit down at, and they were pretty popular. The game punished me for not buying more rope. Yeah, that's so true. Buy more rope. If I had more rope, I could construct more additional pylons. What did I study at university? I actually studied, of all things, I did a Bachelor of Information Technology. It took me a long time to figure out, like, what it was that I wanted to do with myself, and in some ways it actually was really helpful to have something to fall back on. But yeah, voice acting is something I came to kind of roundabout, like later on in my career. Louis, you were saying before about playing Dungeons and Dragons and how awesome that was. That was actually what got me started down this path. I used to run games at conventions, role-playing games at conventions, and I used to love, whenever I was role-playing, I just loved doing silly voices. I taught myself like a really bad Scottish accent when I was in high school by watching just over and over again Billy Connolly, which, you know, is worth doing just for its own reward. But yeah, I've always loved accents, and but it took a while to sort of figure out that there was also a love of the drama in there as well. I think I'm going in the wrong direction. So yeah, I did IT and consulting for a long time. I've actually delivered, and the funny thing is, the thing that got me into voice acting was I've delivered corporate training for over 10 years. It turns out that there's a lot that's very similar with running games for people and delivering corporate training. A lot of it is just trying to keep people awake and amused. Oh, nice! For 6 years. Are you have you playing 5th Ed now? Like, what's your jam? Are you a Pathfinder person, or? Because I've actually... 5th edition looks really interesting. I'd be curious to, if you're playing, I'd be curious to hear what your take is on things. So are you running a campaign at the moment, Louis? Yeah, 3.5, it seemed like a really good system. I played a little bit of that in a, oh god, an Eberron campaign. And yeah, it seemed like as long as you had someone, and this, you might be this person for your campaign, but as long as you have someone who knows what they're doing and can guide you through the systems, because I found the systems as a player quite dense, but as long as you had someone explain them, like it worked so well. Nice. Oh, that's awesome. So is the 4 years, is that the campaign that you're running currently? Are you're running a, and if you are, like, tell me about your campaign. All right, let's get rid of our junk. I'm going to focus for a second. Not getting rid of the hunting rifle. He hovers over the hunting rifle. The audience says, "Don't sell the hunting rifle." And yeah, I absolutely agree with you, Louis. Voices are cool. Like, that's... yeah. Accents are amazing. There's a psychological component to a lot of accents that I just find fascinating. Like, I'm jonesing to get back to work with my dialect coach because the last few months have just been nuts and I haven't had a chance to work with her. Like, I work with 2 separate voice coaches and she's one of them. And yeah, it's the best fun. Oh, that's a shame, Everything Apocalypse. I'm not selling the rifle. I'm not selling the rifle. Yeah, that's right. Not the rifle. Oh man, if I could play with them at uni while doing games art studies. Is that what you're doing at the moment? Are you still studying, or is this in the past? Like, where are you at now, life-wise? And it sucks that happened too. Like, hopefully, there's been a really strong, not a resurgence, I think, but a lot of people have come out of the woodwork and feel a lot more comfortable admitting that they're gamers now, which I think is awesome. Like, oh god, I'm going to mangle his last name, but Joe Manganiello, who was in True Blood and a few other things, including Magic Mike. A friend is over at Gen Con at the moment and caught up with him because when he was in Australia for a convention, like, he bought some miniatures at the store my friend works at from him, and so now they're buddies. Of course they're buddies. And yeah, he's an avid gamer. The actress who plays Karen on Daredevil, I just saw an interview with her on YouTube the other day where she was talking about how when she's working on a show, one of the things that she does is she tries to get the cast involved in playing a game. That's right, Deathstroke! Yes! He was Deathstroke, the first actor to play Deathstroke in the Arrow series. That's absolutely right. Oh, so you're still studying, finishing up on my last year. Well, I hope you can find, it might be worth, like, if you're in your last year, I'm guessing things are crazy. Like, where does that go from there for you? Are you getting into the industry doing games art? Excuse me. Sorry, but I belched way too close to the mic there. I go back on the 34th of September. That's some Harry Potter shit right there. The 34th of September. If you can find it on a calendar, you can go back and do your final year. And there we go, 24th. Platform 9 3/4. That's awesome. That's awesome. And so where to from there? Are you going to go into the industry as a games artist? And where are you based? I'm super curious. But yeah, I guess if you're heading into your last year, like, you're probably going to be super busy. But it seems like, yeah, it does seem like D&D is getting more and more popular, and it sucks that those people didn't get back to you. Like, boo on them. Boo on them for not getting back to you. Because D&D, like, with the right group, it's just the best fun. I invented time so I can bend it at will. Nice. Make extra days. Get that time turner going. All right. What am I doing? That's right. That was my big bumper crop of cash before. But yeah, that sounds super cool. I've got a world of respect for artists in general. Like, I know it's not a magical thing, like you're not a unicorn, but I love people are at their best when they find the thing that they're passionate about. And for you to get to where you are, like studying art, and going through your third year of a degree, you would have had to have spent, I imagine, a hell of a lot of time sharpening those skills. And I've got just a world of respect for that. Creating models for games or movies. Oh, fantastic. Oh man. Yeah, I won't go for it. Patrick Stewart I love doing, but it's one of those things where like I gotta have the full brain for it. Otherwise it'll just sound terrible. Like I had a really smart piece of advice once from from an acting coach who said just don't do stuff in general on demand, although I love goofing off here and I hope you don't mind if I do it. But yeah, when you do stuff like just spontaneously, people oftentimes just get disappointed because they're like, oh well, that wasn't perfect, because you kind of compare it. It's like, doing a speed paint or a speed sketch versus sitting down, like doing something like over days. People are like, well that wasn't as impressive as someone who had their full concentration on that. Patrick Stewart's awesome though. Oh man, his voice in the Logan trailer. Logan, what have you done? It's just, chills coming down the spine. It's an amazing movie. Environmental concept art. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, environmental concept art. Sweet. Hey, just as random, yeah. Where can we check out your art? Do you have a portfolio online? Oh, there we go. Yeah, see, that's the spirit of it, isn't it? Yeah. Thank you, Louis. Yeah, it's I think there's a danger though. There's a danger the minute you tell someone that you're a professional. Like, there's a bar that you get set at, where people expect like professional quality. But yeah, goofing off is the best fun. And yeah, thanks for the tip, Louis, about downloading the PDF for 3.5. So is 3.5 still maintained? Am I going crazy if I remember that a company kind of... Is that Pathfinder that I'm thinking of if I think about like a fork of 3.5 being maintained? In the sense of the fact that the minute you say that you're an army guy, people expect you to know everything about the military? Is that kind of where you're headed there with that? Because it seems like that could be a real risk, that the minute you say that, people are like, oh, well, tell me about this thing. Oh, it got remastered. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad that they're maintaining that, because that was still back. 3.5 was back when they had like the D20 era, wasn't it? And so there's like a separate license that it's under. All right, we're almost done here. How much do I need? 40. And then I think I've got everything out of my inventory that I want out, and we can continue on. All right. Gotcha. Oh yeah, that you got to be like super buff and in shape the whole time. Yeah, I hadn't considered that, but that's a really good point. But yeah, what you do as well, like that's, I mean, there's what we were talking about before with regards to art, like that's just as true with what you do as well. Because I imagine that, because I only know like a tiny bit about sort of the military mindset, but it's something that I've dug into research-wise in the past, and it seems like there's there's a lot of things that a lot of skills that you would have that would be almost second nature, I would imagine, if that's fair to say, like just because you've spent so much time in the military. Or is that one of those, is that again like one of those bad like cliches that everyone has, like an assumption that there are things you do a different way, you know, like kind of like you've been to prison and so you do a thing differently. Sweet, thank you so much for linking your portfolio. I'm just going to jump out of here for a sec because I want to open that in a browser so that I don't lose that. We'll just lose sound for just a second. I just want to make sure I don't lose that when we lose the chat window from the session. Thank you so much for passing that on. I will definitely check that out, and I encourage, I guess, if anyone else is curious to see some awesome art, do the same. Check out everything Apocalypse's portfolio, rather. Yeah, do it. Gotcha. Yeah, understood. So how much time... Sergeant. There you go. Automatic weapons and radio equipment. Yeah. So there's kind of a muscle memory that's built up there. Alright, we need to go back to the general store. We're not going to leave here without rope. How much of your time, APOC, do you... I'm going to steal Louis' shortening for you. I think that's a good one. And it's a Matrix reference at the same time. Yeah, how much time, APOC, are you spending at the moment, like, networking and building industry connections? Because it seems like that's a pretty big part of, like, your workload. Especially if you're in your final year. Stuff regular people don't do. Yeah, yeah. Training soldiers. Wow. That's gotta be... That seems like it would be so daunting. Or is it kind of... Like, how... Yeah, I'm fascinated by that. I'm trying to think of a way to sort of compose a question as the in for that. Do you find that having been through training and having served for a while, that what you're training other people to do is then a matter of common sense to a degree, or at least it's kind of all fairly straightforward for you? Or like, what was it like the first time that you had to go and train other soldiers? Was that super scary? Because I know the first time that I did, and corporate training is a poor example because I'm not trying to teach people how to defend themselves or take a life or be, you know, the stakes are much higher with what you're doing. But I found it super daunting the first time that I stood in front of people and told them like what to do. So how did you find that? All right, it's rope time, folks. I'm going to save before I leave here too. I'm going to save before I leave the city. Get that Radaway going. I almost forgot it. I almost was not going to get Radaway this time. Yeah, where are you based? Sorry, that was a question for you again, APOC. Where are you based at the moment? And yes, I definitely recommend like spending a whole lot of time doing it. The only reason I say that is just because I spend a lot of time around games people. It's kind of an occupational hazard. And yeah, it just seems like that's so important. Okay, you're from the UK. Are you... Are you based in London? Games do rule. Games are the best. I'm super excited because I this weekend I'm putting together I'm not gonna have enough money. Let's give them some mentats. I'm not using mentats. I'm not using these foul drugs. I'll give you one of them. There we go. That'll do. Lancashire. Okay. But yeah, games are awesome. I'm super excited because I'm putting together at the moment a proposal for a panel. We have a local gaming convention called PAX, and I'm going to be doing a panel hopefully this year called Game Feels Battle Royale Edition, and it's people talking about moments in games that they find emotionally affecting, like important to them. Because games are such an important part of, I think probably for most people here, their childhoods. Yeah, going back to the question from earlier, someone asked, I think it might have been you, APOC. Yeah, games grew up as a kid. Oh, we did get some other answers there. That's right, Louis, you were talking about Warcraft 2 and StarCraft. Man, StarCraft Brood War was amazing. Anyone else? Like, what kind of games did you grow up with as a kid? Like, what are the games that were special to you? Oh. Bear with me for a second. It's the price I pay for going out to another window. Alright. Alright, we've got rope. So I'm going to double check everything. We've got rope, we've got Radaway. I'm going to save the game. Final Fantasy VII, was that the... Oh, that's the classic one. Yeah. Yeah, which is being remastered, I think, at the moment, isn't it? Like, they talked a while back about it, supposedly, like, in the process of being remastered at the moment. Mega Man X. Man, Mega Man X, when did that come out? Because that's just dropped on the Switch. Which reminds me, like, going back to, we were talking about Turrican before. The Switch, like, is a really great place for, like, classic shoot 'em ups and platform games like that to be re-released as well. Like, it seems like there's a really good market for them there, where they've had like some success on like console, on PS4 and Xbox, but not as much, I think, as they're getting on the Switch, which I'm really happy about. Oh yeah, I'm so jealous. I was so jealous of... I just lived in constant jealousy of people who had, like, a Super Nintendo when I was growing up. I did not have... Nintendo just kind of missed it. Did not have the Nintendo or a Super Nintendo, and the games just looked amazing. Alright. Heading back to Vargalo. You were born around the time, the first time the PS1 released, and so I grew up with late 90s and early 2000s games. I can relate, man. I can relate. I grew up blue collar, so yeah, not a lot in the way of games, and so yeah, we couldn't afford like expensive stuff. But yeah, playing those demos, yeah, because you get them on the front of magazines. Oh wow. I remember playing Metal Gear Solid on the PS1. It was the first real console I bought myself, and I was working at that point in time. So that tells you the age difference there. I was working when I bought myself a PS1. $1982. Yeah, look, absolutely. Oh, Louis, you will totally get this, and it's something that it's hard to convey to people nowadays. The test signal at the end of station broadcast, like you watch films like Poltergeist now, and it doesn't gel for people. The idea that stations would like sign off for the night, like, good night, we'll see you in the morning. Yeah, it's just, the idea of that is, I think there's something so evocative in that we kind of miss nowadays, with the fact that we can all be watching our own content somewhere. So, if you were born in 1982, did you... Like, if you like horror, did you dig Stranger Things? Yeah, Stranger Things. New series, yeah. The Netflix one. Yeah. The test signal. Good night. We'll see you in the morning. Because, yeah, there's something... Hang on, I'm gonna shoot this person in the groin, and then I'll say what I'm gonna say. We'll blow a hole in them. The original Poltergeist film, there's something wonderful about that as a plot device, because the idea that it's like they're kind of being left, like civilization's departing because the television stops broadcasting. There's no connection to the broader world, and that's the point where things go horribly wrong, like that, and the idea of like there being detail in the static. But oh man, there's something delicious in that. I'd recommend it. Like, I guess it depends on what your attitude is to like 80s nostalgia, because that's a large part of what the show is about. But I think it stands on its own. But the nostalgia element's like fun as well. I'd recommend it. Congratulations, Louis, for reaching the rank of initiate. Oh, ghoulies. Yes, so good. Oh, yeah, with the Crypt Keeper, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the Crypt Keeper was the puppet, wasn't he? He would always like make super bad jokes. Oh man, do you remember Elvira was another big one in the 80s? Like, we knew of her, but there was no station broadcast locally that you could actually pick her up on. Like, you'd have to go and like buy DVDs or stuff. But yeah, she was another one. Kind of a different take on Mystery Science Theater. Gotta say, it's kind of awkward assigning someone imaginary ranks when you're actually in the army in real life. So yeah, Codsworth giving you a Brotherhood of Steel rank is just a little bit awkward. Showed up on the cosplay show. Sorry, is that a typo there? Did you mean the Cosby Show, or? I'm curious. Or is it a recent cosplay show? Please tell me more. While we go fight more Ians. Man, I just cannot move for raiders. But yeah, Elvira's amazing. Like, she's still going strong. Cosplay costume show. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I suppose yeah, Cosby Show doesn't really make much sense. But yeah, she just seems like a really awesome, really talented woman. Very easy on the eye, too. Alright, we're gonna have to crack open a stim pack here. Oi! Get out of it. Ow. Oh, don't die. I don't want to die. Yeah, she's awesome. .007. Alright, let's do this. Oh, I've never watched that. I mean to, though. Kevin Smith. Got a lot of time for Kevin Smith. Very smart, very warm guy. He, I think I mentioned this last stream, but he's got there's a pilot up at the moment for a show called Hollyweed. I can't remember the name of the platform that it's on. But it's a crowdfunding platform. If you search for Hollyweed, check it out. Like, you can watch it for free. Highly recommend it. And if enough people support it, then it's going to become a show on the televisions. I missed. Well, that's no fun. Yeah, Kevin Smith's just one of those guys that you just kind of wish success for. And because he's just he's a warm, smart guy. So self-deprecating as well. Who was he talking to recently? He was doing an interview with someone. Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis at Cannes. Because there's a new... it was a presser for the new Halloween. Come on, dog meat. I need you over here. Because I'm getting chunks taken out of me. Swamp Thing. Was there an original Swamp Thing movie? When was that made? I've never heard of it. I mean, I haven't heard of everything, but I'm really curious. I was not aware that was a thing. I had no idea there was a Swamp Thing. I had no idea that there was a Swamp Thing cartoon. Okay. Because the interesting thing they could do with that now, I don't know. I don't know if the Constantine series is still running, but they could tie it into that, which seems like it would be pretty popular. Because whose run was that? I think it was Grant Morrison's run on Swamp Thing, where they had basically the link between Constantine and Swamp Thing. It was like a revamping. Wow, these guys are the most challenging raiders I've fought yet. For some reason, they're just blowing holes in me. Constantine is in the Arrowverse? No. What, is it the Constantine from... Is it the Constantine from the show? From, to be more specific, the TV show that I think is cancelled now? An animated series. Oh, is that, yeah, DC are doing like... It's like their version of... I can't remember what they call it, but it's like their version of Marvel Knights. It's like all the spooky characters. No, that's a terrible... It's terrible phrasing for it. It makes it sound all Scooby-Doo, but NBC series. Oh, that's fantastic! Because it seemed like there were a lot of passionate people behind that series. I'm gonna have to chew another stim pack or two, or I'm gonna die. It seemed like there were some really dedicated, really passionate people behind the series, but it just didn't get a fair shake. You know, I should try the hunting rifle, shouldn't I? I only got 4 points left. Yeah, let's do it. Thank you for the tip. You've been pushed. I've been not pushed, but yeah, you've all been reminding me that I have that cool rifle, that I don't need to reload as much. Yeah, because Constantine's such a tricky character to get right. It's a really fun character at the same time, though. You were so right, Louis. I never doubted you. Ever. Ever. Not a word of doubt. Do it. Do it, dog meat. It's over. Yeah, Constantine's a really great character, because Constantine just treats everyone around him as a potential tool for the things that he's doing, because when you're dealing with the occult and trying to keep demons in a bottle, You're trying to stop bad things happening. Ends justify means. It's a really interesting character. Right? Right, Louis? It did so good. It did so good. You were so right. I blew a hole in someone. I mean, to be fair, like before that, I'd been blowing holes in people with the shotgun. But that turned the combat around. This was not going well before that point. You were so right. Yeah, I'm trying not to take stuff that's too heavy though, because I get all weighed down again. Oh, you're right. See, I'm at maximum capacity again already. I'm hardly carrying anything. Man, that's what I get for not having much strength. Someday we'll find it. The vault that we're going to. That was terrible. That was utterly terrible. Ah, we're gonna fight rats again. Just poke giant holes in rats. I don't want to fight rats. I feel bad. Rats are the one thing in this game that I feel bad fighting. Guns are good. There we go. You can die. You can die. Ah, dog meat. Yeah, I think I might have put my points into areas where my strength just didn't have I didn't have enough to be able to get a high strength. I like the character concept. We'll see how much I pay for it. Alright, can we head down to the glow? Man, I could really use that perk right now that just stops people. Because I didn't kill all the rats. They're coming after me again. Yeah, if you're just a random thing, like if anyone's in chat, if anyone's watching and you're kind of curious about the character of Constantine, the one trade that I would recommend, there's two that I've picked up that I really liked. Like and someone I was with for a while, like had sort of she was a huge Constantine fan, had like a whole back catalog collection, but one trade that I picked up on her recommendation is Dangerous Habits. It was actually part of what got adapted for the Constantine movie, which is something that has mixed reviews. I love Keanu. I love that guy. I love anything that he's in. But in terms of its faithfulness to the character, like some people had some problems with it. But Dangerous Habits is part of what gets adapted, and the core of that story is just solid. It's peak of that character. Water supply is nearly gone. Situation critical. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, Short Raver. You're watching the potential cautionary tale for what happens when you don't go with an optimized build. So, I mean, this is it. We'll see how it goes. How many days have we got left? 49 days. We're not doing too bad. We've only spent, like, that. What's that? 11 days. 11 days running back up to the hub to get rope and coming back. Yeah, I hear you, Louis. I'm with you. I'm with you. Fun way's the right way. I gotta say, though, like, I'm heading into Fallout 2. From what I remember of that game, because I only played, like, a little bit of it, and then I bounced off it pretty hard, I'm probably going to read up on a build that allows me to get into the game, like, past the opening bit with minimum frustration. Because that game is hard to begin with. That game is hard. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Cannot climb... Yeah, I don't want to climb down just using the metal pit. I love how dog meat in this game manages to get in the way as well. Thank you. Because I don't have a Geiger counter, I'm kind of playing fast and loose on. Flame geckos. There is no part of that sentence that I like. Flame geckos. Like dragons. Basically. Let's take some rat away. Is it going to tell me how much radiation I've got? I don't think it is. But I got like a large... Take chem. Yeah, alright, let's do it. Now this is the only thing I'm really aware of here where... Like I actually am in danger. You lost 25 current radiation level. Alright. It's the only thing where just idling, I will get penalized. Alright. Let's get in and out. Again, thank you so much, Louis, for letting me know the glow was the right place to go. I kind of hemmed and hawed on it because it told me to go due south. And it's not due south. I was lied to. I was lied to, but... Good lord. Can't get around there. Can I get to there? Yeah, I can get to there. Is there a beam? No, so I'm not meant to go below this level. I'm so nervous about my radiation level. I'm going to take another rat away. So if I had that Geiger counter, there's every chance that I'd just be feeling, no, it's not that much radiation. We'll see. That woke me up. A sturdy, large, rusted door. Electric field. Alright. Hang on. Can I... Oh, let's take a look around first. I won't try and be clever until I've exhausted my options. Oh, that's the other thing I'm going to do. I'm going to save. I'm going to save here. Oh, there we go. I'm overriding the save in the other place I was in a vault. Although this one's radioactive, so that's even more exciting. In the glow. There is, yeah, a HD remake would be really awesome. I think there was talk of... I think it's a fan mod? But I might be getting my wires crossed. I think someone... Although, no, that was... there was a group that were looking at doing a fan mod of Fallout 1 and 2 content into the 3D. Right? It's all full circle. But yeah, a HD remake of this would be awesome. I'm actually considering... Like, I don't know what I'm going to end up playing down the track, but I'm seriously considering, like, Wasteland 2 and 3. Because one of the core designers of this game... I think I'm just going to head over to that terminal that's actually working. I should probably do the smart thing and just head there. Let's head there. Let's go over there. Do I like XCOM? I love XCOM. Ow! War of the Chosen is amazing because it turns XCOM, like, you keep all of the strategy aspect of things, but then it... What armor? What do you got? Oh, good. I like that it tells me that it's what I was sent to retrieve. All right, folks. We got pay dirt. Yeah, Wasteland 3 I think is coming out next year, I want to say. power system offline. Secondary power online. Alright, let's spring power management. Alright, emergency power. Disable emergency power. Ah, now I can open the door. Because it's not electrified. Let's see what that does for me. Maybe it'll stop the radiation as well. Ah, I wonder if it does. That'd be nice. It'd be nice to not be baking. Sorry, under aisle. APOC, there might be a typo in there? Good idea is leave? I just want to try this door first. I'm captain of bad ideas. Oh, okay. I can't get through. Alright. Yeah, we'll come back another day. Oh, there we go. I'm still getting lots of radiation. Alright, let's use my last rat away then. We'll come back someday. I've thought about Metro because Metro is a really interesting intersection of horror and... Alright, now where did I come down? There we go. I've never played them before, and I've heard good things. I've actually read the book. Or the first of them, Metro 2033, the book. Yeah, I don't know is the short answer. Wasteland I'm seriously considering, though. Wasteland I'm seriously considering.
Your bones are scraped clean by the desolate wind. Your vault will now surely die, as you have.
Radiation sickness. I didn't leave quick enough. I did not leave quick enough, Louis. Let's see if we can do it again. Let's see if we can... Alright, in the glow. Happily, I saved here. Alright. Computer. I did goof. I got lots of rads. Alright, where's my death counter? Thank you for the follow, Kosarok. Great to have you with us. Bear with me for a moment, folks, while I get my death counter going. Commands. Where is it? Where is it? Counters. Counter. Deaths. Start. That is another death. There we go. I get a feeling going in here and getting out, we might ratchet that count up. My rads might even be too high to be able to get out here alive. Let's find out. I hope not. Stop it. I don't know. It's a really good question. I think I'm fairly sure the Brotherhood armor from memory prevents radiation. But I'm not sure about anything past that. Louis would know. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. This time, if I'm super quick getting out of here, maybe it will let me live. But yeah, we might have to. I hope not, because I can't get more rat away than I already bought. If I gotta wind back, I gotta wind back like really far. Alright. I don't want to lose all of that progress. No, it doesn't prevent, but does get rid of it. Be fast. Yes, I will. I will be fast like the wind. Back to the Brotherhood, please. Come on. No!
Your life ends in the wasteland.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we're gonna have to reload. No. Alright. Heading back to the glow is here. Alright, let's see what we can pick up. At least we saved. At least we saved before we left. Death count is 5. Oh, no, wait, you're right. Thank you. There we go. If I had a stream deck, that would be a lot more seamless. Would be the next shiny toy that I buy. Do. 6 deaths. And it would have been hopeless past that point if I had tried to continue. From the drug users. Oh, yeah. Thank you for the recommendation. Gonna have to do some trading. Shady Dude is next to the gun dealer. Possibly because my wonderful sense of direction. You have 3 lives left because I'm secretly a cat. Could be. I'm a cat person, so... Like in the sense that... Like cats more than dogs. So maybe I am a cat as well. Hey everyone! Goes on in this building. Who are you? Name's Vance. Alright. Alright. Yay! My charisma lets me in. What do you got? Radix. Oh, you can just... I thought with this gent you had to try and talk your way into a trade. There you go. Just click bartering. I did not know that. Alright, what can I give you? Give you all of my caps. None of my rope, because I need my rope. You can't have my rope. Grenades I don't really care about at the moment. Dynamite I don't really care about. Oh, there we go. I like that. 508. What else have you got? Take 3 to 5. I have 3. Louis is indispensable for us here. What is going to prevent me just running back and forth going, no, it's not working. 4. 5. Alright. What can I give you? I'm not going to give the hunting rifle. I'm not going to give the rat away. I'm not going to give my rope. Alright, let's see if we can get into the glow and out before the end of our stream, because we've got 20 minutes left or thereabouts. 10mm ammo? I could do that. I'm not really using that at the moment. How much is all? All is 7. What if I give you 3? Yeah, that sounds about right. That's going to stop us from getting bogged down in trade. Do it nice and quick. Where's your caps? Where's your caps? You don't have any caps. Alright, let's take 5 off. No, let's take 5 off there. Thank you for your advice, Louis. Again, you are my guardian angel. Alright. Yay! Alright, we're going to save before we leave again. So what were we talking about before? There was something we were talking about before. Meh. I cannot remember. Yeah, we'll see if we can get in and out. Before it all goes to pot. how long have I been streaming on Twitch? I've actually only started recently, because we finally got a decent internet connection. Australian internet is terrible. It is terrible. We got shortchanged by our current government, and so the solution that they're putting into place is just not good. So yeah, I think about a month, if that. Heading back to the glow. This is us. I definitely enjoy it. It is the there's nothing that I've really found that's like it when you get a group of awesome people like yourselves who want to chat. Our internet is really bad because we have primarily an old copper-based infrastructure, and at a point in time where the government, we're kind of beholden to Rupert Murdoch's interests. Like we have two private cable providers, or we had two private cable providers, and only one of those was really responsible for laying infrastructure, which was Foxtel. And Foxtel, its saturation in areas was not fantastic, and they've actually stopped doing private connections a few years ago. This was at the point basically where the government went, right, our internet needs to be improved, it needs to be brought up to modern standards, and the government we had in the power at the time, which was Labour government, put forward a solution which was fibre to the premise for all premises, that would actually give like a solid internet connection speed. Unfortunately, that government got voted out of power. There was the opposition government made a lot of hay out of how expensive. Now, I'm going to head down towards the globe, but I'm going to pop my rat away down here in the adjacent square and see how that treats me. Because I'm guessing Louis, it's got a total, like a maximum duration to its efficacy. Oh my god, it's so many eons. I'm in serious trouble now. Alright, I'm going to do the thing that it took me a while to remember last time and put that rifle on. Then the government that came into power ended up, which was our Liberal government, liberal only in the sense of that's their name. There's nothing liberal about their policies, which kind of shows my bias. They ended up proposing a hybrid solution. That hybrid solution leaves basically, it's fiber to the node, leaves copper going to the premise. So you get, first of all, overtaxed infrastructure going to these hubs that then go out to premises, and then you still have to go over copper to get to the premise, so you lose the benefits of going to a modern network. So that is why our internet is so bad. To be fair, oh come on, no, I'm not going to accept dog meat dying here. To be fair, another factor that does make our internet bad is the fact that Australia has a fairly unique problem in that we are so geographically separated. It's true. Would have been a good time to equip a grenade and throw it. There's a lot of them. But then I'd hit dog meat. I know dog meat's getting hit at the moment as well, but... Alright, no, I'm not taking that. I'm gonna reload. The one thing I will not accept is dog meat dying. Next time, what I'm gonna do this time though, is I'm gonna equip that goddamn grenade. I'll tell you that much. Alright, heading back to the glow. Let's do again. Let's have a do-over, and let's put the right weapon in my inventory. Or in the ready slot. There we go. I refuse to let dog meat die. Dog meat is too awesome. Let's try that again. A boy and his dog. Yes, you betcha. Look, I had to give up the Mad Max armor because it's not the best armor in the game. I refuse to give up the Mad Max dog. Oh, one dog meat death count. Does that go on mine, or do we have a separate counter for that? What do you think? Let's make a separate counter. No, we'll add that to mine for now. I'll add a dog meat death counter for next time. That's a really good idea. But I'll just add that to my general death counts for now. Otherwise, with a small amount of time left, I'm going to end up messing around with the chatbot. Oh yeah, absolutely. And this is why, like, it might be might sound like a conspiracy theory, but I agree with a lot of people who said that it was basically that it was Rupert Murdoch and his influence with our government, because he has a lot of influence with our politicians, because his press controls who gets into government in Australia largely. That yeah, it was basically him just kneecapping it because it works against his interests. Because internet, like if you get decent quality internet saturated across Australia, then our ridiculously expensive cable solutions, like, they're not as viable. No one wants to go and spend a chunk of money for cable if you don't have to. If you can just access the internet, which is better than most cable packages, frees you up to go and deal, like, to go and just grab content from where you want. It's amazing. So yeah, I completely agree, APOC. It's a really less mountains equals faster move time. Cool. I will keep that in mind coming back. I largely just wanted to, it's kind of the real world time that is messing with us at the moment. Alright. I'll take another one. And I'll take one right away now. Thank you. Yep, popped a new Radix. It was the very first thing I did when I came here. But yeah, getting back to your comment, APOC, I completely agree. Like, any government that doesn't want to improve its internet infrastructure is really, it's not looking forward, because that's where, it's where jobs creation is now. How are they consuming water this fast and that can nobody else? I did find another potential source, but the problem was I've got to send a caravan in the direction of the vault, and I'm not sure that that's just not going to end up in tears. Typical water consumption on a daily level, terrifying when you actually have to think about the fact that plumbing's not going to get it to you. But yeah, like, across, like, both of the careers I've had, like in IT, like being able to remote in a high-speed way into systems, super important. I'm not even going to mess with that terminal. I'm just going to take my MacGuffin and go, and I'll come back later for things. Twice, you say? Oh, I'm going to listen to you. How about I just pop one? I'll pop one. Boink! I'm going to pop one on the way out. But yeah, like for IT, it's super important for the work that I do as a voice actor as well. Like, I worked on a film last year doing ADR, and it was a joke half the time connecting via Skype with the director, like, in order to do basically like live sessions. It was so difficult, and it doesn't need to be. Kickstarter project I backed for a book is about to arrive, which should be a good read. Is it related to the NBN, Short Raver? Alright, let's go back to the Brotherhood. Brotherhood. Yeah, Australia's getting better with its restrictions on games. We actually have a fairly hang on. Less mountains, you were saying before. So if I go... What? Let's go that way. Yeah, with our classification, the things that will get a game restricted in Australia are actually it's a much smaller list nowadays. It's better than it has been, where we would just have games just not be released in Australia at all. The frustrated state. Oh, that sounds really interesting. I would love to hear more about that when you read it. But yeah, slow internet's definitely a reason to, Radaway time. Okay. I'll shoot these adorable fluffy things first. Oh, I see, because I lost my radiation resistance now. I see why. Yeah, that was Left 4 Dead 2. Left 4 Dead 1 was unaltered, but yeah, Left 4 Dead 2 did get censored. To be honest, I'm actually really amazed at the developers and so grateful for the developers who do actually release. There we go. Now I've got chem dependency. Yay! I'm super grateful for developers who do release modified versions of games for the Australian market, because compared to the US and European market, we're tiny. So I've just got a world of gratitude for people who actually make those games available. The most recent decision we had, where there was a game that was initially refused classification, was We Happy Few, I think. And that classification has been overruled. The things that actually got it refused initially are kind of reasonable. It's actually Fallout, funnily enough. It's kind of related to Fallout. Games where drugs have a significant benefit that will actually have a mechanical benefit in game will get a game restricted in Australia. We Happy Few, thank you so much. Yes. Oh, so you're playing it at the moment, Short Raver. Right, back to the Brotherhood. That's right, Med-X in Fallout. Absolutely. I was trying to think of what the drug was, but yeah. $16 points in the groin. There you go. Sir, take that, I say. I don't have, and I didn't end up equipping that grenade. Doesn't seem that good. Yeah, it's a I couldn't say either way. I'd defer to Short Raver on that one. The only real opinion I've got. Okay, the development of the open builder. The gun. Oh, reload the gun. I could. I was kind of holding off on that and just trying to... See, using those 2 action points to move away from that guy while he's doing melee is not necessarily a bad thing. Although he only hit me for no damage. I do think art that's exploring totalitarian government and the issues associated with that, I think it's timely. Good lord, there we go. Bloody mess. Yay! It must just be an exercise in frustration watching me stumble through this game, Louis. I really appreciate your patience. I'm gonna take all of them. Not a fan of 60s London. Oh, like that retro kind of, yeah, baby, styling. Is that a byproduct of living in the UK? That setting turns you off? But I mean, not everything's for everyone. So if it doesn't jam for you, like that's not a bad thing. It's a great thing about good times at the video game D&D table. Yeah, it's the great thing about like where we are at the moment. I think there's more games being produced now than like there ever has been. It makes discovery admittedly difficult, but when you compare it to like when we were, you know, the kind of times we've been talking about, like back when you had like Brood War and back when you had StarCraft, Warcraft 2, the number of games that you'd get, like you cherished the ones that you found because there were so few. But nowadays, the challenge is really finding the things that are worthwhile for you. It's not tier A quality, that's for sure. Compulsion Games has been tight-lipped over the single-player campaign. Now Microsoft has bought the studio. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got to be... You're right. I'll absolutely agree, Louis. I've got to be getting close to a level up. Alright, I'm going to put my gun away. Well, it looks like we might have in the 3 hours we've got here. Yeah, no guns.
Hey, you're back. Did you get something?
Yeah.
Great. But the High Elder said you have to give it to me before I can let you in. Sorry.
No, I don't want to.
Well, let me know when you do.
Okay. I can't get in without giving it to him.
Hey, you're back. Great. This is great. Hey.
Leveling up. Yes! You were so right, Louis. You nailed that one. You were like within 2 minutes. Alright. We're going to get inside. Should we do the leveling up? Yeah, let's get inside and we'll do the leveling up inside. We've joined the Brotherhood. That was our mission for tonight. Dogmeat, get out of the way, please. Thank you. Thank you, Dogmeat. We're in. Shiny, shiny tech. Yeah, do it. Do it. Go play it. It's so much. It is a lot of fun. I know I kind of meander around and bumble a little bit, but it is fun. All right, we are 3 minutes. 3 minutes up from the end of the stream. So, as promised, I'm going to answer the question for this week as well. So, I actually have 2 things that happened this week that were good for me. I'm going to leave the leveling till next time as well because I can't talk and think at the same time, and I want to do that right. So there were 2 things that happened this week that were actually really good for me. One is something that actually happened today, which is my 4-year-old daughter and I, we sat down and we played Mario Kart. And it's the first game that she's played where she's actually just taken to it. We were playing it on the Switch and I think that really helped because she just was able to hold the Joy-Con and use that to steer. But yeah, she just sat and played away for ages playing the game. And like up until that point, she's always found games frustrating. And it's not like it's something that she needs to pick up. Like it's something that she absolutely has to be able to do. But games are something that is so personal to me that seeing her engage with the joy of games was just a really wonderful moment. And she was having so much fun and she got good really quickly too. Like she was, I think she got like 3rd in like one of the, like we played like a few cups and like 2 or 3 cups in, she got like 3rd place. So she was doing pretty good. And that was awesome. The other thing that happened this week, and this was really special for me, is I actually had friended someone on Facebook a while back, someone who I haven't talked to as a friend, simply because like we went off in different directions. But someone I hadn't talked to, who was a high school friend since basically my early 20s. So about 20 years time. And I found him on Facebook. I friended him a while back, but I hadn't gotten a response. So I assumed that he was either super busy, or just didn't have the time to actually, didn't have the time basically to chat. But I got a message from him earlier this week. And it turns out that he's actually working temporarily in the same state as me. And he messaged me and said that he was super keen to catch up and was super excited to hear from me. And that made my week. because I thought initially, like, I was super tentative about reaching out, and I was kind of nervous about the fact that he might not want to chat with me because it's been so long. But yeah, so that made my week. The other thing that, this might sound a little bit cheesy, but yeah, the other thing as well is, like, capping the week by being able to spend time here chatting with you all has been wonderful. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this evening. I really appreciate it. Now, I should be doing a 2-hour stream on Sunday night as well. So I'll be back Sunday night, 9 till 11, 2, not 3 hours this time. And I look forward to chatting with you then. Next Friday, there won't be a stream, unfortunately, or next Sunday because I'm traveling interstate for a wedding. I know that that's meant a fairly patchy schedule recently, which has been a little bit confusing, but I will be keeping the Twitch page up to date with everything that's happening. And yeah, a really dear friend is getting married interstate, so I'm traveling for that and looking forward to the road trip with family. I will miss being able to hang out here, but I look forward to, after that, getting back to a regular schedule again. Bear with me for a moment while I catch up to chat. Is there an optional mod to remove the timer? I would definitely have a look online, APOC. There may well be. Louis might even know an answer to that, but I'd be surprised if there isn't. There's a lot of mods for Fallout. Check out the Fallout Reddit. Bear with me for a quick second. I'm just gonna open I'm gonna open my Reddit page. Or my Reddit subscription. I think I'm logged into Reddit here. I'm trying to remember what the name of it is, but I think it's Classic. It's called Classic. Yeah, Classic Fallout. I would check that out. They will have an answer to that question for you in terms of whether there's a mod to get rid of the time constraint. What I will say though is that it's actually, the steps that you need to go through in order to get rid of it are relatively straightforward. I know we've kind of been watching me like bumble through them, but I've still got like I think 45 days left on the clock. So yeah, there should be. Couldn't tell you off the top of my head. Nintendo don't. Genesis do what Nintendo don't. Oh, Sega Genesis. Yeah. There's actually there's a bundle. Speaking of the Switch, there's a bundle of classic Sega Genesis games that I believe have been released on Switch. I could be wrong. If it's not there, then it's on modern consoles. So if you love Genesis, because that's another one that I really loved. Missed. Was super jealous of people who had a Sega Genesis. Sega. I always say Sega because of their like branding thing. Sega, the little sing-song thing. I know. The stream days are so far apart. I normally stream Fridays and Sundays, which gives like a block that's together, like relatively close together. But yeah, past that point, it's going to be a fortnight till the next stream. What I will try and do for while I'm away, actually, while I think of it, I will try and actually buffer some content. So I'll see if I can get a couple of videos going live for the normal time slot. So at the very least, that will give you all a chance to come and chat and hang out together. I hope that's a draw, because I think there's been as much chat going back and forth around subjects as there has been chatting with me. So yeah, maybe that'll be something that you'd like. Either way, I will try and get some videos up. Why not vlog stream? Because I'll only have mobile, and unfortunately I don't pay for my mobile, so I have to be careful. I have to be careful in terms of data usage. Also, because I'll be with family, like it's gonna be family time, so I don't want to split like my focus there. I might try and actually like do something small while I'm out, but yeah, I don't have a lot of mobile data. And yeah, it does seem like the steps to get the water chip are relatively straightforward. I think that's pretty much everything there. And like I said, I'll miss hanging out with you guys as well. Yeah, so I'll be back Sunday night if you can make it. 2 days time, same time starting 9 p.m. or whatever that corresponds to in your local time zone. I'll make sure that that's up on the Twitch page before I head off tonight to sleep, actually. But yeah, it's been an absolute blast. We got to the Brotherhood eventually, thanks to the advice of you wonderful people in stream as well. And yeah, have a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to catching up with you all when you get a chance to come back and chat more. All right. Have a wonderful weekend. Talk to you soon. And I will press the magic button.